Did you know some people can actually hear colors? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie. But it's a real and fascinating neurological phenomenon called synesthesia. Imagine listening to your favorite song, and as the music plays, you see bursts of vibrant blue, deep red, or shimmering gold. For people with a specific type of synesthesia called chromesthesia, this is their everyday reality. Every sound, from a musical note to a car horn, is paired with a specific color. So, what exactly is happening inside the brain to make this possible? Synesthesia is essentially a crossing of the senses. In most people, part of the brain that processes sound from the part that processes sight. But in synesthetes, it's believed there are extra connections, or what scientists call cross-activation, between these sensory areas. So, when the auditory cortex gets stimulated by a sound, it triggers a response in the visual cortex as well, creating an involuntary experience of color. It's not a hallucination or something they're imagining. For them, the color is as real as the sound itself. This isn't a new discovery. The concept of color theory being documented for centuries. Famous artists and musicians throughout history are believed to have had synesthesia, and it often fueled their creativity. The composer Franz Liszt, for example, would reportedly tell his orchestra to play a little bluer or more pink. The artist Vasily Kandinsky is another famous example. He painted abstract masterpieces that were direct visual representations of the music he heard. He wanted his art to be a symphony of colors that viewers could almost hear. More contemporary artists like Billie Eilish and Pharrell Williams have also talked openly about how synesthesia influences their music-making process, helping them visualize melodies and harmonies. The experience of chromesthesia is highly personal and consistent for each individual. If the note C# is a bright yellow for someone, it will always be that specific shade of yellow every time they hear it. But their experience might be completely different from another person with synesthesia, for whom C# might be a deep forest green. These color-sound associations are established early in childhood and typically remain fixed for life. It's like having a built-in, personalized light show that accompanies the soundtrack of your life. Researchers are still exploring what causes synesthesia. There seems to be a genetic component, as it often runs in families. However, not everyone in a family will have it. And the types of synesthesia can vary. Beyond sound to color, there are many other forms. Some people can taste words. For them, the name Alex might taste like potato chips. Others might see letters Farmkogler Synesthesia. Some might feel touch on their own body when they see someone else being touched. The combinations are incredibly diverse. One of the most interesting aspects of studying synesthesia is what it can teach us about the human brain and consciousness. It challenges our conventional understanding of how perception works. It shows that our reality is constructed by our brains, and there isn't just one correct way to experience the world. For most of us are separate their own distinct lanes. For synesthetes, those lanes merge, creating a richer and more interconnected sensory experience. Could you develop synesthesia? While it typically appears in early childhood, some studies have looked into whether it can be trained or temporarily induced. Researchers have used methods like post-hypnotic suggestion or intensive training exercises to try to create similar cross-sensory associations in non-synesthetes. The results have been mixed. While some people can learn to associate letters with colors, for example, it doesn't seem to replicate the automatic, involuntary nature of true synesthesia. The experience for a genuine synesthete is effortless. It just happens. So, the next time you're listening to music, Take a moment to imagine what it might be like. What color would a violin's high note be? What about the deep boom of a bass drum? While most of us can only imagine it, for a small percentage of the population, seeing music is just part of how they perceive the incredible world around them. It's a beautiful reminder of the brain's amazing complexity and the diverse ways we all experience reality. Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human mind. See you next time.